Assalamu alaikum, dear students. As you know that this is the quarantine period and the educators and career college have decided to start online classes. So I'm recording this lecture. This is the first lecture of mine, especially for the students of basic. Means those who do not know ABC of a language. So this is the starting, this is the basic of the students. So today I'm going to discuss a few terms written on the board. First of all, what is a language? As you know that we are starting the spoken classes. So spoken classes means you are going to study, you are going to learn a language. So this is the class for a language. So we need to know what is language. Language, we can say simply, is a mode of communication. Communication means speech. Communication means something that you talk, something you need to take away. So language is a mode of communication. In simple words, let me clear this. That for example, you are a person living in Sindh, living in this country Pakistan, and you want to speak something to the people living in America or India or anywhere. So you need some source, you need something, you need a mode, you need a language especially. So you will learn the language of those people if you want to contact, if you want to talk to them. So therefore we call language as a source of communication. So there are different languages in the world like English, Sindhi, Urdu, Punjabi, different languages are there. So language simply is a mode of communication. For example, I am speaking with you and I use a language. So in each language there are different signs, there are different symbols. For example, letter. What is letter? What is letter? Letter is a symbol of alphabet. Is a symbol of alphabet. You can say that each symbol of any alphabet or any symbol of each alphabet, every symbol of any alphabet is said to be a letter. Letter. Fine. Letter is a symbol, any symbol of alphabet. So as I discussed the difference between letter and alphabet in my previous lecture, I said letter is a symbol. I am going to draw this today because I have a board available here. In the last lecture we did not have that, means we can say that we do not have that facility. So we have today. Let me clear this. Letter, alphabet. Fine. What is letter? Letter is a symbol of any alphabet. For example, A is a letter. A is a letter. B is a letter. C is a letter. D is a letter. So Z is a letter. Fine. If we call them individually, A, B, C, D, they will be letters. If we differentiate between a letter and alphabet, we can simply say that alphabet is a set of 4 letters. Simply, alphabet is a set of letters like A to Z. This whole set of letters is said to be alphabet. Is said to be alphabet. Are you getting? For example, letter A, B, C, D, E to Z. Every symbol is a letter. Alphabet is the set of letters. Clear? Then someone asked me a question that what is the difference between a letter, alphabet and a letter? If you say that alphabet is a set of letters and also word is a set of letters, according to them, they asked me a few questions, right? So let me clear this with you. Word is not a set of letters. Try to understand. Word is not a set of letters. What is word? word is a group of letters, yeah, set of letters, yes, you can say group of letters which, yeah, that gives complete meaning or sense. Complete meaning or sense. Alphabet is a set of letters and word is a group of letters which gives complete meaning or sense. For example, there can be a letter as well. A letter can be a word. For example, we use mostly I. I can be called a word as well in a sentence. If there is a word, I am a boy, then I can be called a word. Fine. Like he, it gives complete meaning. If we say book, this is a set of letters, it's a group of letters giving complete sense. That is why we call it a word. If it doesn't give us a complete meaning or a sense, we won't call it a word. So you have to understand this. Fine. Like there are many words, like you can say that chair. If I write D, B, C, F, though this is a set of letters as well, this is a group of letters as well, but we won't call it a word. We won't call it a word because this set of letters, this group of letters doesn't give us complete meaning or sense. That is why it would not be a word. It would be just, you can say this is a set of letters, these are just simply say letters. You cannot call them a word because they are not giving us a complete meaning. So few terms are here. The last term I am going to discuss with you here is sentence. Sentence you can call is a group of words. Group of words. Group of words which gives complete meaning or sense. Complete meaning or sense. Okay, let me clear. I'm a boy. This will be a sentence. They are coming to us. This is a sentence. What are you doing? This is a sentence. I'm staying at home. This is a sentence. So sentences are the group of words. Fine. How sentence is made? By group of words make a sentence. Group of letter make a word. Few questions are there also, that how a letter is made then. So letter is made up of a sound. There are different sounds, A, B, C, D. So letter is made of sound. Fine. So this is my short lecture for the students of basic. So please understand it, get it. If you have any question, then you can ask me. Thank you. Goodbye. Stay home. Stay safe.